Hari Om. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram. So friends, we have seen up to 46 verses of Atma Bodha in the last month. So far we have seen so far that the superimposed, whatever it is superimposed, is due to avidya, and the reality, the substratum, is eternal. And after removing the avidya, the reality will become crystal clear. It will be known to us as I am that Brahman. So tannashe praptavad bhati swakanthabharanam yatha. Beautiful example was given in 44th sloka. Like, you are not, it is called praptasya prapti. It is not that we are gaining something which you are not gained, which is already with us, siddha vastu. So that vastu will be realized once we remove the ignorance. So Brahman alone appears as Jiva. Sthano Purushavat Brantya Kruta Brahmana Jivita. Just like a ghost on the post. Similarly, Jiva is actually an entity superimposed on Brahman. So Brahman alone appears to be a Jiva. Why? Because of avidya. So Jivasya Tatvike Rupe Tasmin Dushte Nivartate. When we see the essential nature of Jiva, who am I? And then this misapprehension will go away, and then what remains is the supreme reality. Okay, now we shall see 47th verse. I hope you all have a textbook with you. Samyak vijnanavan yogi swatmanyevakilam jagat Yekam cha sarvamatmanam ekshate jnana chakshusha. Beautiful thing. Now, samyak vijnanavan yogi. A yogi who is a samyak vijnanavan. Samyak means very, very well. Well, clear, no confusion. So, sometimes this kind of a yogi, samyak yogi, Vijnanavan, Swatmaniyeva Akhilam Jagat. And actually he sees in the enlightenment, he sees what? Jnana chakshusha, through the eye of his wisdom. Vijnanavat means a jnani who has got that vijnanam. What is vijnanam? Aparoksha jnanam. Here vijnana, V means visheshana. Visheshana means bhedarahitam jnanam. One who has got that bhedarahitam jnanam, vishesha jnanam, and that is called vijnanavan. So samyak means what? Samyak is what? Free from samshaya. Drodam, it is complete. No questions of doubts regarding, because through Shravana, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. So Mananam also is over. From the word Samyak, we can know that there are no more doubts left. Doubts are removed where? In Mananam. Ajnana is done in Shravanam removed. Ajnana means first the Vishaya Ajnanam is removed in Shravanam, and Mananam removes the Samshaya, and Nididhyasanam Viparyaya Bhava. So that yoga indicates what here? Yoga indicates Nididhyasanam. So therefore, yoga is Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam is Didhyasa. Dhyatum Ichcha. So contemplation. So yogi means what? One who has done Nididhyasanam also. So one who has done Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. So Nididhyasanam what will do? Nididhyasanam will remove Viparita Bhavana. Viparita Bhavana, contrary perception. So Ikshate, such a person, Sarmyak Vijnanavan Swatmani Eva Akhilam Jagat Ikshate. Sarvam Atmanam Ikshate Ekam Cha. Very beautiful thing. So this man, through this eye of wisdom, what his experience is, it is stated here. Ikshate means what? Akhilam Jagat Swa Atmani Eva Ikshate. Such a Samyak Vijnanavan Yogi, Akhilam Jagat Swatmani Eva Ikshate. First one. And Sarvam Atmanam Ikshate. Two things are told here. First one is what? Swatmani Eva Akhilam Jagat Ikshate. This is a practical experience of every Mahatma, every realized soul. What is that? He says that everything, he sees the whole universe existing in himself. Now it is not exaggeration. It is the experience of Mahatmas. So therefore, Atmaniyeva, earlier also Bhagavan Shankaracharya told, Atmaniyeva Drishyam Pravilapya. Atmaniyeva Akhilam Drishyam Pravilapya. In one of the slokas it has come. Akhilam Drishyam means all the Jagat which is seen, universe. Here, there, Drishyam was told. Here in this sloka, here it is said Jagat. Jagat is Drishyam. So, Sarvam Swatmaniyeva Akhilam Jagat Ikshate. First one. Very great. So therefore, this is the contemplation. So when I am actually identified with Upadhi, I become Jiva, I am in the universe. When I identify with Upadhi, I feel I am limited, then I am in the universe. When I drop this identification in with Upadhi, and recognize who really I am, then what happens? I recognize that I am not in the universe is in me. Clear-cut experience it is. There is no ambiguity, there is no doubt in this. Because I am Anantam. So I am Anantam, universe is Parichinnam, and all Parichinnatvam is actually existing in me, appearing in me. So very beautiful thing. So therefore, Nama Rupa Matram, everything Vacharambhanam Vikaro Namadheyam. All the things is what is it? Karyam. Karyam, it does not have any, because everything is Karyam here, effects only. So this effects Karyam, when I recognize that effect is not separate from Karanam, Karanam is me. So Karya Karana Sambandham, cause and effect relationship. Effect is nothing but cause in itself, cause itself in another form. So when I recognize that everything is what? Actually the Nama Rupam is Mithya. Vacharambhanam. It is only in the name. Everything is dissolved. Everything goes into me alone. So I experience that entire universe is within me. In Dakshinamur Stotram also, Vishwam Darpana Drushyamatram Nagari Tulyam. Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam. Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana. Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam. It's all within the mirror, like a reflected image of within the mirror, the city reflected in the image in the mirror. Similarly, everything is within me reflecting. Nijantargatam. So, universe is like the city being seen in the mirror. Where is it? Within oneself. So, Bhagavan Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvabhutastam Atmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani. So, seeing oneself in everything and everything is in him, in me. So, this is the experience. So, Samyak Vijnanavan Yogi. So, we should get that Samyak Vijnanam. Samyak Vijnana means Purna Vijnanam. Purna Vijnana means what? Completely, one who had done Sravana Manana Nididhyasanam, the process is complete. Such a person, Swatmani Eva Akilam Jagat Ikshate, and Sarvam Atmanam Ikshate. Second one. First one is the universe, everything is seen in himself. Second is everything is he alone. Sarvam Atmanam Ikshate. Everything is regarded as his own self. Utterly, this is the great Mahatmas have said, the sense of separation, sense of duality is utterly non-existent. It's an illusion. All Mahatmas have said, scriptures have spoken, this duality is only a great, great illusion. That everything is separate from me. In fact, nothing is separate from me. Nothing can be separated. Okay. So, for example, I'm giving one example, gross example as it struck me. You see, for example, fan, bulb, you see different equipments which function on electricity. So at the fan is not bulb, bulb is not mixie, mixie is not grinder. A grinder is not electric heater. So at that level, everything is different from each other. Okay. And you go that wire to the wire level. A little unity is seen. Everything is connected by wire. Red wire, maybe black wire, maybe white wire. Different colors may be there, but all are wires. So at the wire level, more unity. And go still deeper inside. At the electricity level, only one. So from the standpoint of electricity, duality is a myth. Therefore, Sarvam Atmana Vikshate, everything is regarded as one's own self. As what? Through what? Jnana Chakshusha. Through the eye of wisdom. Therefore, one Mahatma is there, a Tibetan master he gives a meditation. He asked us to meditate on this particular statement. He is very fond of this statement. He asked us to contemplate. Ask us means all of the students, all his students in the books he mentioned that you must all contemplate. Same thing, Sarvabhutastam Atmanam, Sarvabhutani cha Atman. How did he put? I am in the universe and the universe is in me. He is asking you to contemplate. I am in the universe and the universe is in me. Beautiful thing. So, in this sloka, very clearly Shankaracharya pointing out, When we awaken to that reality, that state of reality, the experience will be everything is within me and everything is me. Because everything within me means maybe I am separate from what that is which is inside me. So, a second point again, that which is inside you is not separate from you. Everything is in you and everything is you. So, this is the experience. So, again, the sadhana is very simple. Simple means what? To the extent possible in the beginning. Why is to the extent possible? To begin with. Slowly, first of all, our raga and dvesha should be reduced. When raga dveshas are removed, then mind is no more attached to the world, external world. You practice it, definitely you will progress, the wonderful progress you will feel. First thing. Then what happens? When raga dveshas are removed from the mind, so the mind becomes purer and purer. And then the knowledge what we are gaining, it pierces the wheels of illusion. Like the sun pierces the windows, when we open it and light enters into us, into the room. So the walls, the thick walls of the mind must become thinner and thinner. This is the sadhana. How do we make thinner and thinner? Absolutely, let us drop all raga and dvesha. Whenever raga dvesha arises, you must be aware and drop it then and there. See, friends, suppose when I look at a person, very important point. When I look at a person, suppose I get a thought either of attachment or hatred. Okay. Actually, looking at what we are either attracted or we show hatred carefully. So we are actually seeing his personality, his coverings, his mind, maybe his your experiences with him in the past. That is in your mind. Or you see his mind, how he acted in the past, or how he acts generally, what kind of person he is or she is. So I am seeing what their karma, whatever they have done, actions, then I hate or I love. What happens is a great teacher says, he says, don't mistake the person to be his karma, person for his karma. Who is the individual behind this? The pure consciousness, uncontaminated, same essence, that which is in you, it is in him also. So when I see a person, there are two things are to be noticed. One is the essence part of it, the consciousness part of it, uncontaminated part of it, the infinite part of it, which is expressing as jiva, as an individual, as a limited one. Essence is consciousness. And the covering of it, nothing but mind, intellect, karma, etc. So I mistake the person to be his karma. So when my drishti is on other person's personality, it will produce in me either raga or dvesha. I think either love, attachment, or hatred. So when I start looking not at the karma of the personality, when I start practicing every being as expression of divine, then raga dveshas will be reduced. And when raga and dvesha is reduced, the our mind, which is very, very thick now, it becomes thinner and thinner. It becomes so thin. Ultimately, the rays of knowledge, your own wisdom, your own that conditioned consciousness so far, it pierces the wheel of the mind, the thin wheel of the mind. It became thinner and thinner because raga dvesha is dropped. And the wheel becomes thinner and thinner, very, very thin walls. So more thinner they become, you see more light inside. And one day it becomes so thin that these walls will get dropped. That is spiritual sadhana. So how do we measure our sadhana? Simple. To what extent my attachments and hatred towards the world, people and things and beings is reduced? To what extent my reactions are reduced? If you calculate that and if you analyze that, if you know that your mind is becoming purer and purer, thinner and thinner the wheels, then that means you are progressing. One day the wheels will be burst. They say the wheels, VILS, walls will be burst, will be brought down, will be pierced, and the truth is revealed. Suddenly you feel you are one with the universe, which you have already been. But now exactly you feel, oh, this is me. I am one with the universe. I am never disconnected. It is me. I am infinite. So this is the spiritual progress. But what we do in our sadhana also, we develop raga and dvesha. I don't like this. I don't like this. I like that only. Somebody does japa. I don't like japa. So I hate all those who does japa. Example I'm giving you. I don't like meditation. I just like singing the name of the Lord. And somebody meditates, then what is there in meditation? There is no bhav, there is no ras. See, every masters have said clearly, all gurus have said clearly that we caught up like this only in Maya. Therefore, the teacher is very beautifully says here that samyak vijnanavan yogi. Samyak vijnanavan. Samyak vijnanam we have to भली प्रकार का ज्ञान, भली प्रकार का ज्ञान हम प्राप्त करने से सुज्ञानम, then this will burst the wheels. Okay, so what is the anubhavam? Jnana phalam we are discussing. Jnana phalam. Atmaivedam jagat sarvam atmanonyanna vidyate mrudo yad ghatadini swatmanam sarvamikshate mrudo yadvadgatadini swatmanam sarvamikshate. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Atma eva idam sarvam jagat atma eva. Atma eva jagat sarvam. Idam sarvam jagat atma eva. Therefore, Mahatmas They don't react. They are rising above the raga dvesha. They don't hate anybody because they are all seeing his manifestation only. Everything as one pure eternal dance of Shiva. There is no Shivetara Padartha. Shiva Itara Padartha. Shivetara Padartha, other than Shiva, there is no Padartha, no object, no Vastu, nothing exists in this. So this is called what? Atma eva idam sarvam. So sarvam kalvidam Brahma. Very beautiful. In Manisha Panchakam, Brahmaiva ahamidam jagatsa sarvam chinmatra vistaritam. De Brahmaiva idam sarvam jagat. Sarvam. Chinmatra vistaritam. The pure expansion of consciousness. So Brahmaivadam idam varishtam. The whole world is nothing but Atma. Atma eva idam jagat sarvam. Meaning what? It is like snake is nothing but rope. That is what you wish to understand. Idam sarvam jagat means superimposed. What word is superimposed on Brahman? So it's as good as saying the snake is nothing but rope. How can snake be rope? A snake is a snake, rope is a rope. How can we say that snake is a rope? Therefore, it is only superimposition. Ignorant people only ask like that. So therefore, you are falsely seeing a snake, and the snake is really nothing but rope. Your perception is wrong. Therefore, snake is rope. So when somebody says snake is rope, somebody is asking us to investigate our perception. We must investigate what I am experiencing, what I am saying. Therefore, actually what exists is only rope. So, Atma eva idam jagat sarvam. Atmanaha anyat na vidyate. Again, contrast statement also is correct. What is that? Nothing whatsoever other than Atman is existing, is real. Nothing exists other than Atma. See, if we don't understand the Vedanta, till we get the grasp of it, like Samyak Vijnanavan Yogi, till we get the grasp of it properly, sometimes, because of my incapacity to understand Vedanta, I get frustrated. I see so much of suffering in the world, pain in the world, so much of duality. How can all this be Brahman? So masters say that as long as you are asking this question, like in a dream, as a dreamer, if you ask what is all this diversity, and in a guru in the dream appears and tells you, wake up, then it all will disappear. You see all this as nothing but your own mind. Think. So that which is perceived as snake from ignorant point of view, from the point of wise man, same snake is nothing but the rope. From the perspective of wise man, it is rope. From the perspective of ignorant people, it is snake. So therefore, Jagat Brahma, Shastram says Jagat is Brahma. Atma eva idam Jagat sarvam. Shastra says. And how can we say Jagat is Savikalpam, Brahma is Nirvikalpam, Jagat is Jadam, Brahman is Chetanam, Jagat is Anityam, Brahma is Nityam, and so many contradictions are there. Brahman is blissful, Jagat is sorrowful. So how can you say this Srishti, this Jagat is Brahman? So therefore one said, don't see Jagat as Jagat. It is a false perception. When we see Jagat as Brahmavastu, when we see the snake as rope, then all contradictions are gone. So, how it is example is Mrudaha Yadvat Gatadhini. Huh? Gatadhini, many products of mud. Are they all different from mud? So from the clay, they are not separately existing. Pots and so on, Advat, just as Mrudaha Gatadhini. Just as from the clay, the pots, etc., are not different from clay. Similarly, when a wise man says, Murdeva Satyam, Murtikatyeva Satyam, Vacharambanam Vikaro Namadhe. Sugar alone is a truth. All other names and forms of sweet is only all are made up of milk. Suppose you say there's a milk sweet bandhar, a shop, and he says all the sweets in my shop are made up of milk. One is broken milk, one is some other milk, some other milk, some other. All the products are milk only. Sweets made out of milk are plenty. So everything contains primary ingredients are sugar is a sweet to make sweet. And milk, of course, it is taking different shapes. So you say whatever it is made up of, it's all milk only. Milk made, milk products. Similarly, everything is sarvam swam atmanam sarvam ikshate. So all that is perceived atmanam as seen as everything is perceived is the self. Sarvam atmanam ikshate. When we go into depths of meditations, by the grace of Gurus and Guru Parampara, when we transcend the limitations of BMI, practically when we transcend, when we identify aparokshanubhuti when it comes to us, when we identify ourselves with that is that not identify means that recognize that I am consciousness, rising above BMI identification, body, mind, intellect identification. From that state, I see everything is Atma Eva, my own self. Everything is extension of myself. I am what? Boundaryless, infinite spirit I am. Again, remember, spiritual sadhana is very simple. And it takes lives. Sadhana is simple. Reduce the thickness of the walls of the mind. Just purification. We are eternal. We are pure spirits. But what happened in so many lives together, we have been adding mud to it, covering ourselves with mud. Now, undoing process takes time. Therefore, Swam Atmanam Sarvam Ikshate, everything is seen as one's own self. Just as every product of the mud is seen as mud alone. Similarly, once we recognize the truth, everything is Atman Eva. Once we wake up, every part of the snake is nothing but rope alone. Puja Gurudev used to say that, it's not like that, half of the snake is transformed into rope and half snake is still existing. Then the student argues with the teacher, the tail part is transformed into rope, the head part is still there, and I'm so scared of the head part because it can sting me. No, even a wee bit of the portion of the snake, wee bit of it, is realized that it is not the snake. In that instance, the whole snake is recognized as rope. That's a beauty. Wee bit of it when we see, that is enough. Okay, so G, what did he say? That Atma eva idam jagat sarvam. Atmana anyat na vidyate. So this is how we must see this jagat as one's own self. Okay, now next one. So the yasmin sarvani bhutani atma eva abhut vijanatah tatra ko mohak kashokah ekatvam anupashyatah Ishavasyopanishad. One who sees everything as his own self, and where where is delusion there? Where is sorrow? When there is no delusion, question. It is an objection. Where is moha? No moha. When there is no moha, where is sorrow? Shokaha. Ekatvam anupashyatah. One who sees oneness everywhere. Where is delusion and where is sorrow? So therefore, this is how beautifully Acharya Shankar is explaining to us to wake up, awaken to that reality. Jivan muktastu tad vidvan purvopadi gunan tyajet Satchidananda rupatvat bhaved bhramara kitavat. Now is a Jivan Muktaha, the new word again used by Shankara. So who is a Jnani only? Previous sloka, Samyak Jnani. In this sloka, Jivan Mukta Purusha. Why Jivan Mukta Purusha? Jivan Neva Muktaha. He is still alive. He is not dead and gone. He is still alive. So from the standpoint of Jivan Mukta Purusha, who is still alive, he has no prarabdha. Prarabdha he doesn't have. From the standpoint of others, we say that Jivan Mukta Purusha has prarabdha, body prarabdha. But ask him, he says, I'm not identified with the body, therefore there is no prarabdha to me at all, no destiny at all. So from Guru's Drushti, no prarabdham. From Sishya Drushti, prarabdham is there. Therefore, Jivan Muktaha is a very beautiful thing. So in Advaita Vedanta, we accept Jivan Mukta Purusha. While living alone, one would awaken to that state of consciousness, not after dropping the body. That is not the concept. Mukta means what? He's free from anatma. Completely, he broken away all the shackles. So, mithyatma buddhi in anatma jagat has been thrown away. Mithyatma buddhi is recognized. It's all mithya. So, he puts mithya buddhi, because everything is mithya only, that buddhi he maintains. Because of mithyatma buddhi, he throws out entire jagat, because it's all unnecessary, not real. So therefore, Jivan muktastu tad vidwan pura upadi gunas tyajet. Beautiful. All the gunas. What happened after Jivan Mukta? Before Jivan Mukta, whatever gunas he was having, personality he was having, Pura upadhi gunan chajet tad vidwan Jivan Muktastu tad vidwan, endowed with that self knowledge, What does he do? Purva upadhi gunan tyajet. All the traits, whatever he had having prior to realization, he gives up. He no more identifies with the prarabdha, with the karma phala at the body level. Nothing. Purvopadhi gunan tyajet. Stula sukshma karna sharirani tyajet. Tyajet means what? That identification with them is renounced. And gunas also. Their properties also are given up. Like, he doesn't identify with the body property, like I'm fat, thin, healthy, unhealthy. Nothing. Sukshma Sharira properties, Raga, Dvesha, Ityadi doesn't exist. So Karana Sharira property is what? Ajnanam, Avidya, that also is given up. So Upadhi Gunan Tyajet. So Sharira, Stula Sharira Upadhi Gunan plus Sukshma Sharira Upadhi Gunan plus Karana Sharira Upadhi Gunan, all these things Tyajet. Gunan Tyajet. Not this, body is not given up. Body is still having. Body die, it will die, it will fall in its own. He is not bothered. Okay? So, Purva Upadhi means what? Once he had realized, there are no more Upadhis also. That's why Bhagavan Shankar Purva Upadhi Guna Chajet. Satchidananda Rupatvat Bhaved Brahmarakitavat. And how he become like Brahmara wasp, wasp and insect story is there. The wasp builds a clay nest with a small hole in it. The clay nest is created, a small hole is kept, and he brings from where the worm and he puts in the hole. Small, you must have seen this definitely. And the wasp sits on the entrance of the hole and stares at the worm. And whenever worm is looking here and there, it stings. So scared of that wasp, the worm just looks at only at the wasp. If I see everywhere, then it stings. This is called Brahmara Kitanyaya. Then what happens in the pain and the suffering, but continuously he has to see at the worm only. At the wasp only. The worm looks at the wasp. And in the process, what's happening? The worm is transformed into wasp. Because of single pointed thing, metamorphosis takes place and it becomes also a wasp and goes out. It comes out of the shell and released. Similarly, Brahmarakitavat, like that, because of Satchidananda Swarupa, he verily becomes. Why? Because he is none other than Satchidananda Swarupa. Because of Satchitananda Swarupa, pure nature is existence, consciousness, and bliss. He awakens himself to that dimension of consciousness. Puja Gurudev beautifully calls it as new dimension of consciousness. New dimension of. Suddenly, the awakened soul realizes everything is Brahman. Everything he sees as illusory world around, dancing around him, floating around him. This is the experience of all the realized masters. Therefore, Nirantara Dhyanena, what is that? That it becomes, Kitaka becomes Brahmara. Beautiful thing, no? What is the Kitaka property, Brahmara property? Brahmara is free. It sings. He sings and goes, travels. And Kitaka, just same place, pada rehta. What a contrast it is. It's a very beautiful thing is. Therefore, this way, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is explaining to us that Jiva is none other than Brahman. So I stop here. It is 5:16. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll enter into 50th verse. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you. Hari Om.